What's happening, guys? Kart here, and I just want to say the Switch 2 is out. I don't have a formal video. We'll go into leak specs later, but right now I just wanted to let everyone know the Switch 2 is out. We could thank Wesley, who informed me about this, and kind of everywhere online after the fact, that the Switch 2 is announced, and it's bigger than the Switch 2 or the Switch and the Switch OLED. I hope that they kept the Ethernet port. I think that's a really good idea to do that. They unveiled a new Mario Kart right at the end, so Mario Kart 9 on some new stuff, which the karts look really cool, and the maps will be pretty interesting. I'm curious if they'll continue to sell Switch, we'll just say Nintendo Switch, or they'll actually say Switch 2 games. We'll have to see on that. If their Switch 2 games are fully backwards compatible, I think they said it was. But I don't know if it's forward compatible. So, like, if you bought a Metroid Prime game, would it work for the Switch 2? That's some questions I have. I don't think that's going to be possible. I think they're going to be able to try and sell more Switch games if they hold it to the console itself. So, we'll look into that later. But, Switch 2 is announced. New games. Hopefully, probably the new Metroid game will be on the Switch 2. They got new Joy-Cons, which they just snap in there. It's got a little like connector that is on the sides of the Switch, and they'll be magnetic because it looks like there's a new controller adapter that also just snaps in. And so we'll see how that works. It's going to be interesting. I think the Switch 2 is going to be fun to be playing. I would like to get hands-on with it, so if it's available, if I can buy one on launch day, I'm going to try. But things aren't as easy to get right now because everyone's coming out with all new stuff, and it's just very impossible sometimes. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's not always, it's easier said than done. So we'll take a look at it, but I'm going to try. I love Mario. I like the Nintendo series. I haven't really played my Nintendo in a long time, but I plan on doing it. I think the Pokemon games will get some good leverage out of this new console too. So, hopefully I didn't see an Ethernet port. They did say that all Nintendo Switch games will be able to be played on the Switch 2, which is nice. There's obviously going to be some caveats, so we'll have to read into what that is. I'm assuming most first party titles for Nintendo are going to be coming. I don't think Ring Fit Adventure might not work because it might the adapters for the Ring Fit stuff. The Joy-Cons are bigger, so I would assume they might not fit entirely. Maybe they will. I don't know. But it looks like they snap on onto like these magnetic little attachments that help with the bumpers, kind of like they did with the last Switch. But it can slide around, and people are talking about they could be used for a mouse or something like that. So that's pretty cool. But I mean, we'll see. There was no internet with the Switch 1. Maybe there's just internet activity with Switch 2. That would be really great, to be honest. Make it an all-in-one console that can do pretty much everything without limitations. So we'll see how that works out. I mean, it'll be kind of interesting to see the comparisons between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, especially with Tears of the Kingdom. That game ran like shit, and I would love to see, how the performance is natively. We have hardware speculations and stuff. It's using like a 3000 series GPU in it. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting to see. But that's pretty much about it, I think. Hopefully it continues to keep all the features that makes the Switch great. I'm curious to see what games are not compatible with the Switch 2. Like I said, it might be a couple of like the Ring Fit games. Ring Fit is the only thing I can think of. Maybe Labo products won't work, or that won't work entirely. We'll see how that works, but for the most part, everything should work out just fine. I'm curious about forward compatibility, if they're continuing to make games for the Switch 1, or they're just gonna be like, no, everything, cut it off, Switch 2. We'll see how that goes. I think people will be pretty pissed. I mean, even if it's like you can just plug a Switch 2 game into the Switch 1 game. It looks like they added a USB port on the top too, so you can actually like play the game and have the controller switch, or have the console be charged while you're gaming on it, instead of having this weird cable between the Switch, and it's just a pain in the ass. So that's a good new feature. They moved some buttons around. Like I said, there's a couple buttons. The dock looks different. I hope that the port is in it. It changed like the coloring scheme I'm sure they're going to make colored Joy-Cons, but they come with just black. I was hoping to see a white and black console, but you know, it's sometimes too much for Nintendo to ask for, especially on launch. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Switch. That's my little reaction to it. I'm just more curious because we got nothing. The reveal was pretty abysmal. There wasn't a whole lot to it. It was just an announcement, and that's all it was. So, we'll look at more. But yeah, for right now, that's the Nintendo Switch 2. Let me know what you guys are super happy to see come to the Switch 2. What's your thoughts on backwards compatibility? And also, like, what features and games do you want to see come to the Switch 2? Like I said, hopefully they keep the Ethernet port. That helps with a lot of people that have the accessibility. And hopefully the Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi 6. I'm not sure what the old Switch was, but hopefully that's upgraded. Maybe an LED screen. I'm curious about pricing as well. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.